You're going to have to go to the next.
Oh.
No, let me see here. Yeah. Sorry. Welcome. Well, in her defense, this is a different setup. This is different computer than the one we normally use. So there we go. Now we're on both. All right. Cool. And we're there. All right. Wonderful. I think. Good morning. So, as you can see, it's a blank screen today. And you know what that means? That means anything can happen. That's right. And, oh, Brian, you are so good. You are so good. In honor of the eclipse, there is no. Yeah, I love it. So,
You could be my spin man.
right? Isn't that awesome? So just going to give a shout out to Michelle, who got married yesterday. Yay! And I call her Mrs., but I'm still having a hard time pronouncing. So Mrs. E. So we're just going to call her Mrs. E right now. Yeah, we're still working on it. It's a Nigerian last name, and other than butchering it, congratulations, Peter and Michelle. And with that, for those who got the live stream, that is our background, and so that's why it's missing. But I like Brian's eclipse, so we're just going to go with that. So as you can see, hi, honey. As you can see, this is not Michelle. This is my guest, Kira. Kira Schaefer's here to share some amazing things on our topic today with us and other amazing things. And just so you know, we are live and in person at the Unleash Your Life Studios at 7220. Not 7720, which is the wrong address that I gave Kira. Yes, it was almost locked in a new building. So 7220.
Terrifying.
North 16th Street, Phoenix, Arizona. So if you're in town, you still have a little time to find us. Oh, and I'm looking to see if we're online here. We are?
Yes.
All right.
You
shared us. Okay. I'm still.
profile.
And
I'm a friend.
there you go. And so I can't see us. Well, you shared it from Facebook?
It's Mercury.
Mine's not coming. So anyway.
Did you refresh? You did.
I did refresh. So I just saw it. I just saw Jeannie's live. This is just what's happening, people.
Did you give Michelle the day off because she got married?
I did.
That's what a boss like you does.
So can somebody else Anne, will you be on Facebook just to check if any of our Facebook people say there's issues? That's the only reason I check with Facebook, because that one time it went away on me and I felt bad that they didn't get it. So now, so I get my butt and body right here. We're going to pray in. So knowing that there is only one life, one expression, one heartbeat, one breath, one divine energy, and that this divine essence that is life is me, is Kira, is everyone here within the sound of my voice and beyond. And I know that this time together is blessed, that each and every person receives exactly what they need, that the topic enlightens and informs and brings to each other the necessary communication, the necessary feeling of the divine moving within us, so that we can go forth from here and bring it to others. And I bless teachers and leaders of all faiths everywhere, knowing that they are divinely guided, guarded, and directed for their congregations, for their constituents everywhere. Knowing that peace pervades everything and everyone. And that when we speak our word into the universe, its only goal is to say yes. And for this, I am so grateful. I release it now into the law. I call it good. And together we say,
And
so it is. All right. Woo! Ah, my goodness, it's good stuff. It is good stuff. So I feel like I'm here now. I feel like I'm
Amy says no Facebook issues.
no Facebook issues. Thanks, Ames. I'm here and not. Here and not.
Yeah, that nice little bird took me out for a second.
Oh, I know, right?
Hi.
How are you? Yes. So I guess nobody's watching us in Australia today because Australia's in the house. Awesome. So, I am so happy. So happy. I got goosebumps. Yay. All right. So as you might have noticed, because you got your little card on your seat, it says the answer is always yes. So today I am reading from the affiliated New Thought Network's New Thoughts for Today book. And it's page 192. To affirm anything is to assert positively that it is so, even in the face of all contrary evidence. We may not be able to see how, but we can compel ourselves to cease all futile quibbling and go to work to prove the rule. H. Emily Caddy, Lessons in Truth. There's an infinite creative power, and it always says yes. To every clear, conscious intention, it says yes. Knowing this, how could we possibly have experience of pain, failure, unhappiness, or discord? It's all in the question, or more precisely, the demand we're placing on the law. If we're having an experience of lack in some area of life, and our focus is on the lack or the discomfort it brings, that is what gets the yes. We inadvertently and quite understandably prolong our undesirable experience. When we struggle to find a job or pass a test, our consciousness is all about the struggle. To use the law creatively and powerfully, we want to turn our attention to the desired outcome instead. Turn away from the problem, even from the long history of dealing with it. Instead, we can turn towards the solution and the new experience we desire. In this way, we create a powerful new intention to invite that divine yes. I easily turn my attention to the good I desire and let go of any challenges or difficulties I may have been having. I bless those challenges for helping me understand what I truly wanted instead. Reverend Dr. Bill Marcioni, New Thought, Philadelphia. Thanks, Reverend Bill. I love it. Yes. Well. So when I sent this to you, you said you had a lot to say.
I love it. All right, so I've been a clinical hypnotherapist, NLP master practitioner for a number of years, 20 years. And a lot of it came from me wanting to pursue learning about how the mind worked, and all that kind of stuff came from my own addictions, my own pain, my own issues with anxiety that started when I was very young. And so it became really important to me to be able to understand what was going on inside of my mind, because it just didn't seem to be working like everybody else's. You know, their life seemed pretty like, go to work and get home, do that. And I was like, oh, you didn't have a severe panic attack in any of that day at all? And they're like, no, I was good. And I'm like, what am I doing wrong? So I wanted to understand, what was happening. And so one of the things that I learned is that our subconscious mind always says yes.
Mm-hmm.
So no matter what it is that we put in, any of our conditioning, any of our awareness, any of those things, our subconscious mind, our conscious mind is kind of going, hey, be aware, be cautious, be afraid. And our subconscious mind goes, okay, Yeah, fine. Yeah, doesn't know the difference between good and bad. So when I was reading this, I was like, oh yeah, the answer is always yes. So what are we putting our focus on? How are we setting our intention for the day, for the moment, for the experience, for the segment that we're creating? And I was like, yep. And then of course, that other part of me goes, well, let me look at the opposite of all of this, right?
Right.
And let me argue for the other side. And it was like, oh, is it okay to say no? And I was like, yeah, it's fine to say no, but is there still something on the other side of my yes that I'm not allowing myself to receive? And so I thought that was it was a good passage. I was like, that's pretty cool.
It's like a major teaching in science of mind. Your thoughts create your world. What you think creates
Think about experience.
what you're
Right.
looking at. And as somebody who has chronic health issues, man, I hate that. I'm just gonna say, like, yeah, not fun. And with that, I also know that what I think does come through my body. Maybe not
yeah.
always, oh, I have a thought today and now I have knee pain. But the thing, can I move forward in this way, yet I don't move quickly, right? Because I have
Good thing.
knee pain.
The man made
But,
tiny plan.
but sometimes it is because my body stops me from doing it, right? Not so much because it's not my path or it's bad or whatever, but sometimes it's because I need to slow down. I need to sit down. I need to look at things differently,
Yeah.
and those that know me in 2019, I got sat down hard. I had a heart attack. They found cancer in my lung. Then I had a bowel obstruction.
Wow.
I wanted the most out of my deductible.
Yeah.
I mean, like, you don't get it all.
Small.
Yeah, get it all. And I believe these teachings. I mean, I've been doing this for a decade. I believe these teachings. And I'm like, okay, what am I thinking? I'm thinking I need to stop thinking. There's a time period that I needed to stop. I was running, and not really processing or digestion of what was happening in my world.
Hence the block.
Hence the block. Thank God that required surgery. Wasn't pleasant either, but we won't talk about that online. What else are you going to talk about? Social media, the place to talk about your bowel. And the answer's always yes. So, we met at a conference many moons ago, and have been Facebook friends.
Yeah.
Since then.
Yeah.
And then recently, Kira put out a call. She didn't tell you that part. She's also a publisher. And she put out a call for stories. And I got it. Yeah, there I am. All right, I'm gonna see that book there. And so then when Michelle's like, hey, I'm just not gonna make it the next day, I don't know why.
Right.
So
Get
what?
married,
They got married.
I might want to sleep in.
Yeah, okay. And I said, hey, are you available? He's like, I am.
Which was interesting because I was right in that moment of I'm going to say yes to everything.
Oh,
Yeah. So
the answer's always yes. There we go.
Barely. Yeah, because I don't like to go anywhere or do anything. Anything like that.
Like outside of your closet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right. I just love it in there. And my couch, and my dogs, and
Right.
yes.
No, we were talking about that
Yeah.
earlier about how like 2020 sat a lot of us down and the world of introversion happened.
So good. That is like a delightful time for me. I lost 30 pounds. I was great. I felt wonderful. I was, not in any kind of psychic energy. I was just at home with my dogs and my husband, and I was like, this is so good. And then it ended, and then I was like, let me eat everything. What happened? I was just
That's
like,
what happens because most people gain.
Yeah.
That's not right.
Well, I can I share this little?
Sure.
So Jeannie, she did a chapter in the Awaken Your Magic book, which we do have another collaboration book available out right now. It's called Finding Your Path. So if anybody wants to be a part of the book, just let me know. But she did a chapter, and it's Crazy Socks with Crocs and Other 50s Magic. And I just resonated so much with this chapter. But just the endearing, and since you guys know her, she says in here, I wear compression socks with my Crocs. I wear bright, beautiful calfkins. I wear gaudy jewelry and unique glasses. I figured I might as well enjoy this so-called invisible decade. 50s, right? It is filled with beautiful curves of dark and light clouds. I have traveled through forests and green growing edges. I've been lost in deserts with no rainwater. I'm fabulous, magical 50s. In my fabulous magical 50s, I have gained and lost friends. I have mourned opportunities I thought I frivolously wasted. I have celebrated days that I never thought I would see. I have been thin and hungry, fat and happy, and everything in between. I just love that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes. And that's when I continue to say yes. I just continue to say yes. Whatever shows up.
Yeah.
And I don't always like it. How about you?
But I will say I don't say yes very often.